Hi, everybody. It's Melissa here, and I wanted to hop on live today to just bring some comfort, some sharing, some inspiration for any of you that may be going through some challenging times. Um, there are some things happening on the planet that are concerning. Um, but you also could just be going through something personally in your life. So this is not about politics. I do not talk about that. I'm not equipped to talk about that. Everybody is welcome on this channel, regardless of, all of that kind of stuff. And that's one of my values, is I'm not here to exclude anybody. But I know that there are some really real experiences right now, whether it's for the bigger picture or for you personally, that I thought, hey, why not really address this directly? So, one of the things that can be really helpful when you're working with your guidance is to understand that they have a bigger picture. So we can get concerned, we can get fear, anxiety, worry, doubt, right? But those are low vibration energies. It's not to say it's bad, because we can all go through things like that. And it's awareness, right? It's awareness that your emotions, that your body are communicating something to you. However, they are of those energies, those emotions create an energy that is of a lower vibration. And the more that I get caught in that energy, the worry, the doubt, it can build on itself and it can get worse. I know I've experienced that. So I'm sure others can relate. So, what your guides have is that bigger picture perspective. They have detachment. They can see things from a bird's eye view. They can even sometimes sense the future and know how things are going to turn out. I often hear from my guides, everything is going to be all right. Right. So, if I get worried, fearful, they're reminding me everything is going to be all right. Okay. So, that can just help to call in your guides to give you that bigger picture perspective, so to help you to get out of that smaller picture that you might be stuck in, right? um I was going to say something else and it slipped my mind, so I'll try to remember it. So one of the best tools to be connected with your guides is what I call the spiritual cleansing technique, because that helps you to raise your vibration. So if you haven't learned that technique before, I'm going to put a link in the chat right now. Whoops. It's communicatewithangels.com/cleansing. That is a free training that I have to help you to learn this tool to raise your vibration. And you can do it in the moment. So anytime you do find yourself getting worried, stressed, anxious, you can cleanse. You can use this. It takes less than a minute to do, and you can easily integrate this into your life. Another form of cleansing is to take some deep breaths, right? And when you ask your guides to come close to you, like I said, they're going to remind you that everything is going to be all right. Right? Even when I say that, by the way, I don't mean that everything's going to work out necessarily the way we want it to, or that it's perfect, but everything will be all right. So when you see it from Spirit's perspective, there's something to be learned from every opportunity. We've had many incarnations where we've been through some pretty terrible stuff. If any of you have learned about your past lives, it's quite fascinating. If we can get through it before, we can get through it again. And often the fears that we have are blown out of proportion, right? So we have to keep in mind that the more that I can stay in that positive, hopeful vibration, the more I'm going to create that around me. Doesn't mean I can control what is going on out there in the world, but I can have a positive influence on my environment, on the people around me. And if you don't like some of the things that are happening right now, one thing I'm thinking about is, being an example of my values, right? And being inclusive of everybody, seeing everybody as a soul, right? You are energy, regardless of what your physical body looks like or, what your preferences are. And again, I'm not wanting to politicize this in any way. It's at the forefront of my mind right now. So it could be for you too. Is what can I do to create more positive energy around me and be a positive influence and, for the people around me. So do that. Call your angels in close. Like that is about as simple as it can get. Angels, come close to me. Take some deep breaths. Use that spiritual cleansing technique. And they are going to help you to keep that positive perspective. I just remembered the thing that slipped my mind that I wanted to say. So your angels are here to help you unfold your life purpose. So it's important to know, what is it that I'm here to do and what is not my opportunity? What is somebody else's opportunity, right? I can't save the world by myself. So what is it that I'm here to do, right? And it brings me back to the 3 loyalties. My first loyalty is to myself, my growth, right? And your first loyalty is to you. I know that might sound selfish to some people, but truly you chose to come into this lifetime to learn and grow. And you're the only one that can be responsible for that for yourself. Your second loyalty is to your loved ones, those close to you, right? So I have 2 people who live in my house, my son and my boyfriend. They are really the 2 people that are most important to me. And then I have some close friends that would be close to that as well. And then it's like your third loyalty is to that bigger picture, the world out there, your service, the people that you've come to help in some way, to work with, etc. But if we make everything out there more important than me and what I'm here to do, that's when we're going to start to feel lost, to feel stuck, to feel hopeless. Okay. So I encourage you to be a little bit selfish and come back to yourself and your true heart's desire and what you feel called to do, to be of service to yourself and to others. Okay. So that's the perspective that guidance have. They're detached, they're determined, the light, we call it a D zone energy. It's that higher state of consciousness. And you can tap into that at any time. Don't feel selfish for doing that. Don't feel guilty, right? You have that at your disposal and everybody does. So the more that we can, do that for ourselves and help others to know that it's possible, the more healing there's going to be on the planet right now. And the other thing that my guides actually shared with me this morning, and another reason why I was inspired to do this live today, is the power of community at this time, right? Let's be supportive of each other. Yes, community with your guides, but also community with like-minded people to connect and share and support and know that, I have your back and you have my back. Oops, you may hear my dog barking in the background. That dog, he would just bark at any movement outside, even if there's nothing there sometimes. So community. So I'm going to be creating more opportunities for that, doing some low-cost classes over the next few months so that more people have that opportunity to share and to connect and to feel that support, because you don't want to feel alone. You don't want to feel isolated when things get more stressful and the environment is even more important, right? To have that community and that support. And my passion, my purpose is to do that in the context of spirituality, so that you can develop your gifts and your awareness and heal the things that you need to heal and to grow in the ways that you need to grow. So if you are here live, I should have said this before, please say hi in the chat. Would love to know who you are, where you are in the world. And while you guys are doing that, also let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to stay on and answer any questions you might have. I wanted to let you know as well that today, Thursday, February 6th, is the final day for a special opportunity I had for my Gifts and Guidance private session. So if you are interested in having a better communication with your guides, to be able to ask some questions and get answers, to learn more about yourself spiritually, so like you learn which is your primary spiritual gift of clairaudience, clairvoyance, prophecy, and feeling or clairsentience. It's a 1-hour session. I'm offering a discount on that right now. And also, you're going to get 3 group classes at no extra cost. Because like I said, that power of community, I think, is even more important right now. So there's the dog again. I think he's seeing a truck. So I'm going to put the link to that page because that opportunity is really perfect for everyone, for beginners and more experienced alike. And again, let me know if you have any questions. I don't see any right now. So if that's the case, I'm going to hop off for today. But thank you for being here. If you're watching the replay, say hi, let me know what your questions are. And you have, so there's about 10 more hours of that opportunity with the Gifts and Guidance profile. So hopefully that I'll get to work with you one-on-one and in our upcoming group classes. All right, have a great day.